Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing something really exciting. I've always wanted to do this, but I just haven't. It's kind of like a cooking segment. I don't know if you could call it a cooking segment, but that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing two things today. My infamous spinach dip that I take to every party and everyone loves. And also something new. It is called, let me get the exact name, chocolate crinkle cookies. I'm gonna have to run to the supermarket really quick because I'm missing some stuff. So for the crinkle cookies, we're just gonna prep the spinach dip first for tomorrow, which is the 31st. I'm gonna prep it. I've done this a bunch of times before where I prep it the day before and then you just bake it day of and it's perfect. This is a spinach dip. Like I said, infamous. I take it to every party that I am invited to as a guest. So simple. The ingredients are like out of this world. Like it's just so simple and it actually tastes so good. So we still don't know what we're gonna be making for tomorrow, but we know that we've got appetizer and dessert. So I will say, for the spinach dip, I have no measurements. I'm gonna try and do some measuring and show you guys, but I quite literally wing it every time. So sorry. The crinkle cookies, I will link that link for the recipe down below. I found it on Pinterest, but I think I'm just gonna link the exact like website. You know when you click a link on, you know, you click a picture on Etsy and it takes you to like the link of the recipe. That's what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna start off. I like to buy them chopped just because it's easier. So I get the chopped spinach from Publix. You have to strain this really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and then we'll be back. I'm just gonna strain 3 of these little boxes and then we're gonna put it into our oven safe container and we'll add everything else. We are completely strained. This is what it looks like after. I strain it in my hand, but I make this so often, I should probably get like a cheesecloth and then do that. I think that's what you do it with. So let's get into what we actually put into this thing. I am gonna go ahead and change your angle so you can see what I'm doing. Right here we have our spinach. I have salt in here. We're just gonna, I will say this is different from the original recipe quite a bit, sorry. Ground pepper. Because the original recipe had no seasoning to it and I just did not feel that. My garlic and onion from Marshall's. Okay, so that is it for seasoning. Now we're gonna incorporate other things. Minced garlic. I'm just gonna do 1 spoonful of her. That is enough. We will always add Parmesan cheese. Make sure you have enough to after put on the top before baking. So Parmesan. Then we have cream cheese. A new one. So this we actually get quite a lot of. So like 1 scoop. 2 scoops, 3, let's do 5. We have some sour cream. Just gonna go ahead and go like, let's add a little more. That's good. And a handful of mozzarella. Get down, bench. Two handfuls. And a half. Okay, now we mix. All right, so here we have the spinach dip prepped. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this with aluminum foil and put it into the fridge until tomorrow when it's ready to be cooked. Tomorrow when it's ready to go into the oven, I will do a light layer of mozzarella cheese, a little bit of Parmesan over that as well. Stick it in the oven and just let this cook until it's completely hot. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all the mess of the spinach dip and we're gonna go ahead and jump to our crinkle cookies. All right, so I have my oven preheating to 350 and we're going to start off on our crinkle cookies. I have the recipe on my laptop over here. Let me get my glasses because that's a little bit too far for me to read. Glasses on, so we are officially ready to start. It says preheat oven, already did that. Place parchment paper, which I went and got at Kroger because did not have that. We have our parchment paper. Oh my God, cookie baking sheet. So we just line this with parchment paper. It says a silicone mat or parchment paper. I think if these are a hit, I will get a silicone mat because I think that's a pretty good investment, like baking wise, I feel. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think of a silicone mat, or if there's a big difference, like you notice a difference in your baking when you're using a silicone mat and then like a silicone, if you're using the silicone mat or the parchment paper, let me know. Because if you guys say like, oh, we have it, that ain't worth it, I just will get that. So, okay. So we are completely lined. It's like a little bit bigger, but like once you put the cookies, it's fine. So, next. I have two bowls because we have to do it in separate bowls. It's in a small bowl, combine the flour, baking powder, and salt. So we're gonna do that. Oh my God, thought an egg was gonna fall. Okay, so right here we've got our flour, baking powder, and my salt in this little container. Actually, salt. Let's see how much of each really quick. Gotta go back up. So it is, for the flour, it is 2 cups and a 1/4. So I have this guy, it's 2 cups. So we'll go ahead and start filling her up. I have a new one of all-purpose flour because I just didn't know if she was gonna be enough. So I actually did buy a new one. Not today, but okay. 2 cups. And then we'll use my smaller guy. We're gonna use this guy for the 1/4 measurement. Oh yeah, I would have had enough. This guy is still here. But that just means we get to do more bacon. So, no, that's over 1/4. So we will put some back. Oh gosh, we're way over 1/4. So let's go ahead and still a little over, so a smidge. 1/4. Perfect. A cup and 1/4 of all-purpose flour. Next, we have baking powder. It is 2 teaspoons and a half. Teaspoons or tablespoons, Amaris? Teaspoons. So right here, I have my 1/2 teaspoon and my 1 teaspoon. Baking powder. This is the one that I got, so. And she's new. We have 1 teaspoon here, so we would do 1 teaspoon. Two teaspoons. Then we have our 1/2 teaspoon right here behind it. We'll do 1/2 of this, like said to. Perfect. That is done-io. And then we have our salt, where it says it is 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Let's grab our 1/2 teaspoon again, right here. Half a teaspoon of salt. So that is in our first bowl. And then now it just says, should we mix this now? I feel like we should mix this now. I'm gonna use my whisker. Is this a whisk? It's a whisk. I'm gonna use my whisk to just kind of get everything nice and combined. Okay, so So she is mixed. We're going to set her aside really quickly. And now we have medium bowl. So that says in our medium bowl, we're gonna combine cocoa powder. Let's remove what we just used. And then let's make some room. So my oven is preheated, so like, let's hurry up. We have, for this bowl, it is cocoa powder, canola oil, like all the rest of the ingredients. I will go one by one and tell you guys really quickly once we're putting her in. So we have combined the salt. So it is a cup of the unsweetened cocoa powder. This is the one that I'm using from Hershey's. I just thought this one was gonna be more delicious. I feel like a Hershey's one, you know? Oh, that was my thought process. Maybe it just does not matter. She or he, whatever, this recipe did not specify what like brand of cocoa powder they use, so I just kind of used, it smells so good. I just used one that I thought I would have enjoyed. So a cup of this guy. Is this just a cup? Because if this is a cup, this is 8 ounces. This is a cup. I feel like it's not. I mean, it says 8 ounces is a cup, and this says there's 8 ounces in here. I'm like filling it, and it's like, no. Should I do a little? Let's do a smidge more. A smidge, you know? I like to wing it sometimes, so we're just gonna wing it as we go also. So for next, we have a cup and 1/4 of granulated sugar. So in here, I actually have granulated sugar, so I'm gonna use what's in here, and then I'll get the new one. So it's a cup and 1/4. Thank God, I went to the supermarket and got more. This wasn't even a cup in here. I just freaked out because I could not find my granulated sugar, but I forgot that I took it out of the Kroger bag already. Wow, that was a fright. So let's get that cup in here. Wow, this is heavy. Like sometimes I'm like a chaotic like baker and cook sometimes. Like, okay, the spinach dip is easy. Like once I know exactly what I'm doing, I'm like good. But if I'm like following a recipe, it's like a little bit chaotic and like sporadic. Like that's fine. I don't mind it. My mom growing up used to hate that so bad. Like, because I would leave the kitchen like a mess like while I was baking, but then I clean everything up after. But she has like slight OCD, so she hates that. Which is fine. Okay. So right here, we've got a cup. We do a cup, and then we still need to do a 4th cup. So this is kind of clumpy, so I'm trying to break up some of these clumps. My hands are washed, by the way. I don't know if I said that before. I just think like you should be washing your hands before you even cook a meal, like to begin with. So like saying it is a little bit redundant, but I feel like some people probably just don't wash their hands as often as they do. So yeah, just wash your hands, people. Okay, 4th cup of granulated sugar. Next, we have 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Brown sugar right here. We will go ahead and do 1/2 cup of her. I'm gonna bend down so it's good. So all I had on hand was light brown sugar. Hope that doesn't mess up the recipe too much. And I am not going back to the supermarket, to be completely honest. So yeah, that's good. That's 1/2 cup. Put that in there of brown sugar. Next is 1/2 cup of vegetable or canola oil. I went ahead and got vegetable oil, the Crinkle brand. I don't use vegetable oil, to be honest. I prefer avocado oil, but I didn't want to steer too far away from this recipe, so I just went ahead and got the smallest one I could find, 1/2 cup. That is a shite ton of oil for me, but whatever the recipe says, right? Whatever the recipe says. Okay, 1/2. Now we add our 4 large eggs right here. 1 eggie. Whoa! Whoa! Wow, I must have hit that way too hard. That has never happened to me before. Completely cracked all the way through. Never seen that happen to me before. Of course, it had to be when I was filming. And then 4 eggs. Next, we need our vanilla extract. It says just 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which is perfect. Our vanilla extract right here. This is the one we will be using today. And go 1 teaspoon right here. Went a little bit over just because she came out fast and furious. So powdered sugar is after when I'm like rolling them. Let me make sure. Oh, it said beat eggs 1 at a time. Didn't do that. Did not do that. My bad, my bad. So now we're just gonna go ahead and whisk this all together. My bad, dude. That sucks. It smells really good though. Well, it's combining just fine. Look, we're combining just fine. We're good. My bad, I didn't write that. Okay, so we are going to stir all of this really, really well. I made my life a living freaking hell doing this whisking it by hand. I have a KitchenAid. I literally have a KitchenAid. That would have been perfect for this job. But I have a hand mixer, so once we start adding the flour mixture in here, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I think this is good enough. So now it says slowly stir the flour mixture into the chocolate mixture. Once combined, cover the bowl with plastic wrap and place it in the refrigerator for 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead, change your guys' angle so that you guys can see me putting in the flour mixture, and then I'll be back talking to you guys. All right guys, so here as you can see, we have our chocolate mixture, our flour mixture that we did. I have this hand mixer that is older than me. So this used to be my mom. She got on her wedding registry. She got married before I was born, so I'll put that into perspective. So we are going to connect her right here. And I think I might whisk this a little bit more just because the hand mixing don't think was probably the best idea. So we're gonna whisk this just so it's completely combined. And I'm gonna fast forward this for you guys because it's gonna be a little boring and tedious, but we're gonna go ahead and slowly start adding in this flour mixture. So yeah, let's do it. And add right here that my biggest mistake was not doing this in the KitchenAid. My hands are killing me, by the way. Just FYI, hands killing me. I don't know if you guys just saw that. It's smoking! Oh my god. She's dead. Oh yeah, she fucking died. Oh my god. Why? Stinks. Oh my god. I'm gonna need a new hand mixer. I have used this hand mixer my whole life. Oh, that makes me kind of sad now. Man. Honestly, like high key, I'm really depressed about that. I'm really depressed that she died. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up. She is quite literally smoking a little, so I'm gonna unplug her. and set her to the side. Ugh, stinks. Quite literally smells like freaking smoke. I need to be watching because that catches on fire right now. I mean, I don't think it will. It's hot, but it's not even connected to electricity anymore. So if it catches on fire, I'm gonna die. Honestly, just gonna freak out. So I'm gonna have to, dang, I didn't want to move this to my KitchenAid just because that's like dirtying something else, like unnecessarily. But, I mean, unless I hand mix this, that's gonna be a pain. I will be right back. All right, so I had to put it in my KitchenAid, get it completely mixed. Now it says cover the bowl with plastic wrap and then refrigerate for 30 to 45 minutes. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put a timer and then I'll see you guys once I'm rolling them and coating them in powdered sugar. Okay, so our 45 minutes are up. Here's our cookie mixture. In a small bowl, I have the powdered sugar. I have my oven preheating to 350. We're gonna start rolling these and then we roll them in the powdered sugar and then we put them on the baking sheet. Come in here because these are for you. Your favorite cookies. What do you gotta say about that?
We'll see how they taste like.
You're so goddamn rude. My cookie sheet is completely filled. We're gonna have to do this in 2 batches, which is fine. Let's read the recipe. It says bake for 10 to 11 minutes. Let the cookie cool for 2 minutes before moving them to a cookie cooling rack. I don't have a cookie cooling rack, but we will see it in 10 to 11 minutes to see how these look. Okay, so it's been 11 minutes, like it said. I feel like that's a very short time for cookies. But we're gonna take them out. It says that they need to sit for 2 minutes. I know cookies continue to cook once they're like out. So let's go ahead and take them out and I'll show you guys what they look like. My God, for Crinkle cookies, they look so good. I'm so proud. I am hoping that they taste as amazing as they look because they look incredible. You can literally hear them sizzling. I don't know if you can hear them. So we're gonna let these cool for 2 minutes like it said in the recipe and then I'm going to transfer them. Okay, so this is the new batch that I just brought out. We have these cooling over here and he is gonna try one now. You ready? Mm-hmm. Cheers. You're gonna cut it in half? Okay.
It's not bad.
What do you mean?
They're still kind of hard.
Like you feel like they're overcooked?
A little bit.
But I left them in for how long that thing told me. Did it taste good though? So I'll just cook it a little less next time.
Yeah. I think, yeah, they're just like a little bit dry though.
So I cook them a little less next time.
But they're good. I think the bottom got burnt.
Careful.
I think these would be better. They're soft.
Or maybe I have to make them like a little bit bigger. Like these that are bigger. You know what I'm saying? Well, next time I do both. Make them a little bigger and I'll cook them for a little bit less time. Is it good? You'll eat all of them? Better. Guys, thank you so much for watching and cooking with me. Cooking and then baking.
And then eating.
And then eating with us. If you like videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below. And
see you next time.
see you in the next one.